Orlando.
Welcome back to the morning news, and Leanne Ellington is back with us.
Yay!
Very nice to have you.
Good to be here.
You've been gone a couple of weeks, but we are back to have you now, and you're going to tell us about warming up. And I always have a question about, do you really need to do it?
Yeah, it's super important. Well, we used to think back in the day that stretching before a workout was what we should be doing. And in actuality, stretching tells your blood and oxygen to go away from the muscle. It basically lets it know that it's shutting down. So it leaves you prone to injury if you were to stretch before a workout. Warming up does the opposite. Sends blood and oxygen to the muscle, lets it know that we're ready to work out, and leaves us with a less chance of injury. Now, there's a couple different types of warm-up. There's a general warm-up, which we just think of running on the treadmill or jogging or riding a bike just to get our heart rate up and our body temperature up, which is great. That's part of a warm-up. But there's something called a dynamic warm-up, which actually mimics the exercises that you're about to do in your workout. So, for example, if I were going to go lift weights and do squats and lunges, running on the treadmill wouldn't necessarily get me ready to go do those things.
How about the stair climber?
That would be a little bit more appropriate. But there's something called a dynamic warm-up, which mixes, getting your heart rate up, getting your core body temperature up, but also incorporates stability, balance, agility, all that stuff that we lose if we don't use, and we can sneak it in there. So I'm going to walk you through just a few quick little things that you can do, in your home even for a dynamic warm-up. The first thing we want to do is, start out with some mobility exercises, like arm circles going both directions, something like arm hugs, where you're giving yourself a hug and switching, taking the opposite arm on top. So we're slowly, getting that fluid going in our joints. Then you can throw in something like a body weight squat. Toes are facing forward, feet are shoulder width apart, going all the way down to parallel, driving through your feet on the way up. Warming up the body. You can add in something like a football run, where it's a stationary type of cardio, but it's getting your heart rate up and getting your body temperature up. Something like a knee hug, where it's opening up your hips. Basically, you're hugging your knee, coming up on the toe, switching to the other side. Hugging the knee, coming up on the toe, switching to the other side. Now, it may not look like it, but that's a huge balance act, where you're trying to incorporate balance. You could come down on the ground and do something like a plank, where you're getting your core stabilization muscles all fired up, ready to go. You could take it down onto your hands and knees for a little bit of balance, coordination, and stability. Opposite arm, opposite leg. This is a big coordination builder. So you can see I'm kind of hopping from mobility, strength, stability, balance, incorporating them all while getting my heart rate up and my core body temperature up. It's going to get me better prepared for the warm-up, or for the actual exercise. And you look like you're already ready to exercise. Oh yeah, I'm already out of breath. That'll get you. So that's a great way to warm up. You don't need a treadmill, which is great if you're warming up in your home, and it's going to leave you less prone to injury. Leanne, always good advice. Thank you very much. If you guys are going to be working out today, you need to know about the weather. So meteorologist Elizabeth Hart is in the Storm Tracking Center. I think working out earlier in the day would definitely be better than later, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Or indoors if you can do that. Or you can just take a cue from Lewis and me and watch other people exercise. Nice job, Leanne. I was living vicariously through you. At any rate, it's already a warm start. We're sitting at 72.